Hello learners, welcome back to my Tech Talk channel. Hybrid automation and hyper-automation are the hottest topics in current tech world. It is kind of globalization in economy. In hybrid automation we combine the powerful features from different technology and making our solution is most robust and sophisticated. In this video we look at the most awaited topic, how to call a VBA macro from Python. So without waiting, let's get into content. To follow along, you need Microsoft Excel installed, a VBA macro saved in your Excel workbook, Python installed with the Pywin32 library or XL-Wings library. Let's take a look at this simple VBA macro called displayMessage. At the top, we see option explicit. This ensures that all variables must be declared before use, which helps us catch errors caused by typos or undeclared variables. Next, we define the subroutine with subDisplayMessage. This is the macro's name, and it doesn't take any parameters. Inside the subroutine, we have just one line of code. Debug print hello from VBA. What this does is send the text hello from VBA to the immediate window in the VBA editor. Unlike a message box, this won't interrupt the user with a pop-up. Instead, it quietly logs the output for us to check during debugging. Finally, the subroutine ends with end sub, marking the close of the macro. So in short, this macro doesn't modify the workbook or show any pop-ups. It simply prints a friendly message to the immediate window. A quick and easy way to confirm that our macro is running properly. Let's walk through this Python code that allows us to run a VBA macro directly from Python using the XL-Wings library. We start by importing XL-Wings with import XL-Wings as XW. This library is very popular for automating Excel, and it works smoothly across both Windows and Mac. Next, we open our Excel workbook using WB equals XW book path. Just like before, the workbook path is specified, and notice the .xlsm extension. That's important because we're working with macros. Once the workbook is open, we grab the macro we want to run using. Macro equals wb.macro, displayMessage. Here, displayMessage is the exact name of the VBA macro inside the workbook. To actually run it, we simply call the macro like a Python function with macro. After the macro runs, we save the workbook with wb.save. Finally, we have the option to close it using wb.close. In this code, that line is commented out, so Excel will remain open after saving. So overall, this script uses XL-Wings to open Excel, run a macro, save the file, and optionally close it. Compared to Win32com, the syntax here feels a lot cleaner and more Pythonic, which is why many people prefer XL-Wings for Excel automation. Now let's look at another way of running an Excel macro using Python, this time with the Win32com library. We start by importing Win32com.client. This library helps Python communicate with Windows applications like Excel, Word, or Outlook. Next, we create an instance of Excel with the line Excel equals Win32com.client, dispatch, Excel, application. This launches Excel in the background, so Python can control it. By default, Excel would stay hidden. But here, we set Excel visible equals true. That way, we can actually see Excel opening, which is very helpful for debugging. Now, we open a specific workbook using WB equals Excel, workbooks, open, file path. Notice the double backslashes in the file path. That's important so Python doesn't confuse them with escape characters. Once the workbook is open, we can run a macro inside it. The command is Excel application run displayMessage. Here, display message is the name of the macro stored in the Excel workbook. After running the macro, we save any changes to the file with WB, save. And finally, we could close the workbook using WB, close. In this example, that line is commented out, which means the workbook will stay open after the macro runs. Let's run the code. I have opened the Python and VBA editors in a single screen to easy to understand. Now type the command python space file name.py in the terminal and hit enter. Note in the immediate window, it printed the output as defined in the subroutine. Also, it is very fast in interacting and executing. Now we will look at the second method. Type the command python space run VBA_m2.py and hit enter. Look at the immediate window. The output is printed. Let's run one more time. Output is printed again. That is it. You learned how to run VBA macro from Python script. But wait! What if I want to pass parameters from Python to VBA code? Let's watch in the next video. Stay tuned.